Alright guys, here's another set that we put in yesterday. Basically seeing a little bit of beaver activity right here. Pounds of mud and chewed trees there. So stop and put a beaver set in right here. Basically just a castor mound on the side of this trail, and it had the foothold garden at the bottom. But anyway, this trap's gone this morning, and we're gonna see what we've got in it here. I got my suspicions it's a coon, and I'm right. So anyway, I'm gonna get him taken care of and get this remade and keep on moving down the line. Alright guys, got something here. As I come down through here, I saw a beaver sitting up here on this edge, and it's the one we were after here in this trap. Let's see where'd he go. There he is. So basically, I guess this is the third day that this trap's been here. Second or third, I don't exactly remember. I'll go back and watch the videos, but yeah, this is the second check day. So I set the trap on the first day, and then we come back yesterday and had a raccoon caught in it, and then this is the third day. We finally got what we were after, and we got the beaver here. So basically all it is, I seen these chews and stuff over here on the other side on this levee. It was too deep for me to get over there, so we just made us a castor mound set right here on the bottom of this crossover. We put a castor mound right up there on that hump with some scent on it, and then set our trap bedded in the water right there below it. So anyhow, I'm gonna get him out of this trap and get this reset and keep moving along. Yeah. That's a good 2-year-old there. Guys, when you're catching them live and you got them on a cable extension, be sure to check your cable. I got a good kink there. Another good kink here. Just got it anchored to that tree. I probably shouldn't, but I'm going to. This cable isn't splayed yet, so I'm gonna leave it and reset it for one more catch. I'll probably regret it when I come back. Won't have a trap. Heard a good friend of mine say the other day that a shortcut is always a bad idea. That's when it comes back and bites you. And this is definitely a shortcut, but we're going to do it today because we're in a little bit of a hurry. You can see some battle scars there on that beaver. He's been fighting. Another beaver took the end of his tail off there. So I'll get this reset. Set back down in here. Alright, so basically all I've done here is every time I've gotten in and out, I've just slid off this edge, dragged my feet to kind of disturb the area, and just right here below it, we're going to place that trap there in the water. And I'm gonna go ahead and redo this castor mound. I'm just gonna drag some fresh mud and dirt and debris off the bottom. There we go. I'm gonna take some of our lure. And it's just a castor based lure. We're just gonna get a little generous amount of it here, and we're gonna place it right there on top of that castor mound. So the next beaver comes down through here, smell that strange beaver, and want to come over here and investigate, and hopefully step in our trap like this one did. I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but the trap's not there in the water. We've got it anchored right here to this tree, so I'm gonna get down here and see if we've got something caught or what happened. I believe we might have caught a coon here. One coon and one beaver, and I can see our cable stretched out down right here, so pull it up, and it definitely got some weight to it, so we've got something down there. Let's see what it is. Yeah, we got us a beaver. So that trap was heavy enough to drown him this morning, so we're gonna get him out of here and get this trap reset and move right along. All right, Sissy, we got something else here. What do you think we got?
I don't know.
You see it? I can see the animal.
I can't see it.
You can't? You ain't looking.
Yes, I am.
Look right around that tree right there.
We caught another raccoon.
Another raccoon.
A wet coon.
A wet coon.
A wet coon.
He's not hardly wet though. He's not in the water.
Tail is
He must have said it was cold last night. I don't want to get wet. And he climbed up in that tree, huh?
What's that? He looks very fat. And
Yeah.
chubby.
All right. Well, we're gonna get this wet coon taken care of and get this trap reset. We're gonna check that cable real good. He's got it wrapped around that tree several times, so we're gonna get it checked, make sure the cable's still good, and then we'll get this reset. All right. There's that raccoon. Just gonna get this trap untangled from around this tree here. Looks like he tried to climb up this tree right here because he went through here. The only way he could have done that was come way up here.
It's a cannonball. It made a big splash.
All right, one more wrap here and I think we'll have it. All right, just gonna check that cable, and it's kinked up in several places, but I don't see any where it's frayed yet, so we're just gonna go ahead and reset this trap right here. Right here is that crossing, so we're gonna reset this and just get it placed right back here at the bottom of this crossing in the water.
This dude's heavy.
All right, guys, there's a good example, a good lesson for you too. I don't know if y'all picked up and noticed or not, but whenever I set these traps and get this trap set back, and I'll show you. So we got that dog back underneath that pan there, and we got this trap set. Now whenever I want this pan pulled down right to the tip of the trigger, right at the very end of it, so it just takes the least amount of pressure to push down that pan and the trap goes off. As I'm doing that, you can tell my hand is underneath the trap. I'm down here, I'm either holding it by this ring here at the bottom of the trap to secure it, or I'm holding my hand flat underneath the trap and I'm working that pan. The reason I do that is if that thing accidentally goes off like it just did, and I'm holding it by this spring, that spring's going to come up and close on my hands here, and that's just dangerous. It'll get you pinched. You'll get you pinched between this lever and the side jaw, or even the jaws themselves will close on your hand. So always be mindful and be careful whenever you're setting these things. So we've got it set now. We've got it where we want it. We're just going to take it and we're going to set it right back down here in the water, right underneath right underneath where that trail comes off. So it's set and ready for the next animal comes through. Yes, ma'am.
Watching you put your hands in the water makes my hands cold.
It does.
Yeah.
All right, guys. You want to carry him back to the ranger?
Yeah.
Grab him. We'll throw him in the back. All right, guys. We're going to move on down here. The next stop's going to be all those predator sets. Hopefully this morning. Kinsley always brings good luck, so maybe this morning is the morning they're loaded. Or get over here to where Kinsley and I had the raccoon the other day in the tree, and we've got us a beaver caught right here. So this set right here, we didn't see this the first few days we were out here getting this set up, and then a few days into it I noticed the activity right here, and we placed a set, and we've had pretty good luck. Some good activity here, quite a few catches, both beaver and raccoon. And if you guys can see him, he's right here under the water, laying right up next against that tree. We'll see how long he lays there before he comes up. You can see his head right here, and his ears, right, and he's just circled right around the base of that tree right there. Hopefully you guys can see him under there. The water's pretty clear this morning. See if we stand here for just a few minutes, or if we stand here for 15, huh? Bet I don't have the patience for 15. Yeah, he's starting moving there a little bit. Alright guys, so here we are again. Got a beaver caught here at this set. And I don't remember what number beaver this is, probably 3 or 4 and a couple of raccoons. But same thing as yesterday, we've checked all the traps before this and nothing, and we get here and we've got this beaver caught. So I'm gonna get him up here in the mule and keep moving on. Guys, this is check day 13. I'm really kind of getting ready to shift these first traps that I put out over to that other end, but I'm still making catches over here, so I want to leave them. So we're definitely going to leave this trap here set. All right, guys. One issue with these Bridger number 5s that I have is sometimes you'll go to set them. Show you. You'll get that jaw pushed down, but for some reason the dog just won't go down. It won't go down low enough to get it underneath your pan. And I'll show you what's happening with them. Now we've made I don't know, 6 to 8 catches out of this trap right here at this spot. So over that time, this trap gets, these animals are alive, they put stress on this trap. And what's happened is on the bottom of this thing you've got these 4 springs, and you've got this wire, it's kind of U-shaped, that goes through the springs. I'm not sure what that's called, but it holds those springs in place. And what happens over time is they're fighting, this thing will get hit up against a tree or against the ground or whatever, and it'll push this U-shaped wire that's holding these springs. It'll push it this direction. And what happens is that thing will get pushed up here toward this bend in that jaw. When we set it, it won't allow that jaw to sit all the way down on that plate. So it's an easy fix. Just take you a hammer or something to hit with and just knock that wire back down. And it'll push it back down out of the way. So now that jaw, when we open it, that jaw is actually going to sit down here, and it's going to allow that dog to come down low enough for the pan. So if you ever got an issue of where you can't get that jaw closed, just look at your trap and make sure that it hasn't been bent or been affected in some way that's not allowing that. So you can see now where that wire's at under here, and before it was right underneath that jaw, wouldn't allow that jaw to lay down. So same thing, guys, we're just gonna place this trap right down here in the bottom, right underneath that run where it comes off of here. We've got a lot of disturbance now. They've got a lot of the ground tore up where they've been fighting and trying to get out of that trap. So anything else comes through here, they're going to want to come over here and check this out, and hopefully we'll have us another catch. Here's the set where we've had several catches, several mornings in a row. We're going to hop up here and see if we've got anything in it this morning. And we actually do have another beaver wrapped up there. He wrapped around that tree and drowned. So I don't know, I'll have to go back and look, guys, but I think this set been out here about 10 days or so, and it's probably made at least 8 or 9 catches. So we're gonna get down here and get him out of here and get this reset back down here again. Guys, I'll be honest with you, this morning is the first morning that I had to really motivate myself to get out here and get these traps checked. We had early storms, tornado warnings and watches. I think around 4:30, 5 o'clock this morning we got up. I was up late last night in the shop trying to get furs put up, and rained all morning. I knew I was gonna have to get down here and work in the rain. All this mud. I'm in the Delta area, farmland, and this mud's never fun to work in. I've already been slipping and sliding, almost fell a couple of times, but we're gonna trudge through it, and we're gonna get it done. We're gonna get the line checked. I've got several traps pulled, all my snares pulled. I got the skunk conibear we had set in the hole. I got it pulled this morning. My footholds in that new reservoir they're building, I left them there. I forgot to bring my trap puller. When I come back in the morning, I'll bring my trap puller and probably go ahead and get all my footholds pulled. Then all I'll have left is my water traps. And I've still got to shift everything from where I first got this setted and get it shifted to a couple more areas where I know the beaver are, and try to get some of those caught out of there. But anyway, guys, I'll quit talking. We'll keep on moving down the line and then see what other catches we might make. All right, guys, we're down here. This where we've been catching our most productive set here by this tree, where we've caught several beaver and several raccoon. Had a catch almost every day that we've had it out here. Probably hadn't been but 2 or 3 mornings that we haven't had anything in it. And this morning's one of those mornings. But I thought I'd show you guys this cable. Our trap's still set here. And what we're gonna do to trip this trap, we're pulling it this morning. We're just gonna raise that loose jaw up, make sure our hands are clear of all the levers. We're just gonna reach in here and pull that pan down. That fires that trap. But you can still how kinked up and twisted this cable is, but it's still not frayed. And I don't remember, probably around episode or check day 9 or 10, I talked about this cable being kinked. We checked it over, didn't see any frays. I might be disappointed the next day if we made a catch, something break the cable, but we made probably 4 or 5 catches on this trap since then, and hadn't had to worry about that. Didn't have to worry about that cable. But anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you guys and show you how much the water's risen in here. We got the big rain 2 days ago. Yesterday was okay, but this is the first morning that this road's been flooded. So I'm afraid the back part of the farm where it's been being flooded, it may be impassable this morning.